If you're thinking about becoming an academy, you're probably wondering about what freedom you get in terms of the curriculum and the timetable.
It's the same as foundation schools or trust schools, where you have the freedom to set your day, you have the freedom to set your year in any way you wish.
If you want to retain the national curriculum, then of course you can do so. But if you want to modify it in certain respects, then you can do that as well.
We took a very conscious decision to narrow our curriculum, to focus primarily on English and maths, to make sure that we achieve very high levels of competency very quickly, so that children are then able to access other areas of the curriculum independently.
So for us, we follow the English, Maths and Science national curriculum, but in all other aspects we can vary it. So if a group of pupils needs additional English, we could decide not to, for example, offer languages to that particular group of students until we feel their literacy levels are good enough for to move on to doing languages as well. So we can vary the national curriculum, and that's given us an enormous amount of freedom.
So at Key Stage 3, for example, we accelerate. We do our Key Stage 3 in 2 years, but we cover most of the subjects are meant to cover. But many LEA schools do that as well. But I suppose we have got more freedom to do different courses if you wish.
If you wanted to, you could do more vocational courses. You could offer more out-of-school courses. So you can be very creative in what you offer to students in your care.
I don't really think there's a massive difference with the curriculum these days. Most people want to deliver a wide range of courses, plenty of options for students, and develop a personalised pathway for students, and that's what we do.
One of the freedoms that we have enjoyed is having a longer school day. The greatest advantage of having this longer school day is I don't need to always make very difficult curriculum compromises. I believe that it is very important that children have a lot of daily exercise and, you know, support children in terms of being fit and healthy. But I don't necessarily want to lose other subjects in order to fit that in. So our children have 12 hours of literacy a week and 7 hours of maths a week. And this longer day, this freedom to have this longer day has certainly given us the room to be able to do that without having to lose other areas.
We run mainstream subjects, we run the national curriculum. The big difference is the number of teaching groups that we have, when we've used funding to try and make sure teaching groups are of reasonable size, particularly for less able students, and understand that a lot of our students will only do well if they stay in school longer than the norm, especially children who come from disadvantaged backgrounds.
We do follow a longer day than most other schools. We can and do teach outside the 1265 hours of directed time. So we think the students probably need more time in school than out of school. So our day operates from 8:15 till 4 o'clock. We also have an enormous amount of extracurricular activities, inset time and twilight time for staff, so that we have a very thorough training programme. So we do not have the 1265 hours as a restriction.
The reason we're successful is not because we've done strange and wonderful things on the curriculum. What we've done is to teach that traditional curriculum extremely well. We haven't changed the school year, simply because a lot of our staff have families working in other schools. They want holidays together, so we haven't changed the school year.
I know some academies do try and get sort of 6-week blocks of time, which makes more sense educationally. So 6 weeks in a holiday, 6 weeks in a holiday. The learning span is quite good for concentration and for stamina of teachers and stamina of students. And also you'd have shorter holidays then in between times, which probably makes more sense. It's something we're looking at in the future, but we haven't sort of made a decision yet about it.
Our latest results are 20 to 30% above national expectations, with a third achieving very high levels. And that's with a very low starting point. So I can see that the choice that we made and the freedoms that we had in order to be able to have those choices certainly has made a difference.